Have you ever left your dog's food bowl full all day, thinking that would make them happier, freer, or even healthier? If so, you're not alone. This is a very common habit among pet parents, and at first glance, it even seems logical. Food always available means a dog that's always fed, right? But what if we told you that this practice, although it seems harmless, could actually be harming your best friend's health and behavior? In today's video, we're going to talk about the risks of free feeding your dog, why this habit isn't as great as it sounds, and of course, what you can do instead to offer a more balanced, healthy, and mindful diet. Stick with us until the end, because these tips could completely change the way you care for your dog's nutrition and seriously improve their quality of life. Why free feeding seems like a good idea, but really isn't. Leaving food out all day might seem like a practical and even loving thing to do. After all, who doesn't want to make sure their dog has food whenever they're hungry, right? Many pet owners believe this prevents their dog from feeling anxious, going hungry, or that it helps them feel more independent. But the truth is, even with the best intentions, this habit can do more harm than good. When kibble sits in the bowl for hours, it starts to lose two key qualities: its smell and its crunch. And that's a problem, because a dog's sense of smell is their main guide when it comes to eating. Without that appealing scent and satisfying texture, the food becomes less interesting, which can lead your dog to ignore it or eat only because they have to. On top of that, every time your dog takes a few bites, they leave saliva behind. That moisture, combined with heat and time, creates the perfect environment for bacteria to grow. So what was supposed to be a healthy meal can quickly turn into a health risk. And there's more. When food is always available, you lose track of how much your dog is actually eating. That makes it harder to monitor their diet and can hide important signs of illness, like a loss of appetite, which is often the first clue that something's wrong. Plus, having constant access to food encourages your dog to eat out of boredom, anxiety, or just habit, even when they're not hungry. This can lead to weight gain, obesity, and a range of metabolic issues. So, what seemed like a convenient and generous gesture might actually be harming your dog's physical and emotional health. But don't worry, there are simple and effective ways to change this habit. And that's exactly what we'll talk about next. How it affects your dog's health and behavior. Now that you understand why free feeding isn't a great idea, let's talk about the real impact this habit can have, both on your dog's health and behavior. Starting with physical health. Too much food, even if it's high-quality kibble, can lead to weight gain and, over time, obesity. And this isn't just about looks. Extra weight puts stress on your dog's joints, increases the risk of heart and respiratory issues, and can even shorten their lifespan. Another common issue is the development of metabolic disorders, like canine diabetes. That happens because your dog's body starts dealing with constant spikes in blood sugar, since they're eating at random times with no structure. But the effects don't stop there. Your dog's behavior can also be affected. Dogs that always have food available tend to become pickier. They might start rejecting their kibble or only eat when they're hoping for something tastier. This can create a tough cycle to break, where the owner starts offering treats or human food just to get the dog to eat, which only makes things worse. On top of that, not having a feeding routine can make your dog feel insecure. Dogs thrive on predictability. Having set meal times helps create a sense of stability, reduces anxiety, and can even improve behavior in other areas, like sleep and obedience. In short, what seems like a simple, harmless habit can actually trigger a chain of negative effects, often subtle, that impact your dog's overall well-being. What to do instead? If free feeding isn't ideal, what should you do instead? The answer lies in creating a structured feeding routine, something simple, but incredibly beneficial for your dog's health and behavior. The first step is to set fixed meal times. Adult dogs, for example, usually eat twice a day, once in the morning and once in the late afternoon or early evening. Puppies, since they're still growing, need 3 to 4 meals a day in smaller portions. Having a consistent schedule helps your dog's body function better. They learn when it's time to eat, which improves digestion, reduces anxiety, and even makes training easier. Plus, you'll have much better control over how much they're eating, which is key to maintaining a healthy weight and spotting any changes in appetite. Another important point is portion size. No more guessing or eyeballing it. Use a measuring cup or a kitchen scale to make sure you're giving the right amount based on your dog's weight, age, and activity level. This info is usually on the back of the kibble bag, but the best thing to do is talk to your vet to tailor the diet to your dog's specific needs. And here's a golden tip. If your dog doesn't finish their food within 15 to 20 minutes, take the bowl away. This teaches them that food has a time and place, and it prevents them from grazing all day. Over time, they'll learn to eat with more focus and discipline. Creating a feeding routine isn't just about health. It's also a way to show care, be present, and build a stronger bond. Your dog will feel more secure, more balanced, and a whole lot healthier. Food enrichment. Now that you know how to structure your dog's meals with proper timing and portion control, how about turning mealtime into something even more fun and stimulating? That's the idea behind food enrichment, a simple practice that brings amazing benefits to your dog's physical and mental well-being. Food enrichment means offering meals in creative ways that challenge your dog to think, sniff, and interact with their environment. Instead of just dumping kibble into a bowl, you can use interactive toys, slow feeders, or even hide small portions around the house or yard. These strategies activate your dog's natural hunting and foraging instincts, making mealtime much more engaging. They also help reduce boredom, anxiety, and even destructive behaviors like chewing furniture or digging holes. And the best part? You don't need to spend a lot. There are plenty of DIY options you can make at home, like plastic bottles with holes or cardboard boxes filled with kibble. The key is to mix things up and see what excites your dog the most. With food enrichment, meals become more than just a necessity. They become an opportunity for learning, fun, and connection. Your dog will thank you, not with words, but with tail wags and happy energy. As we've seen throughout this video, leaving food out all day might seem like a practical choice, but it's actually a habit your dog doesn't need, and one that could be harming their health and well-being. By adopting a feeding routine with set times, proper portions, and moments of food enrichment, you turn mealtime into something much healthier, more balanced, and more enjoyable. And best of all, you strengthen the bond between you and your dog, building a relationship based on care and presence. Remember, small changes in your daily routine can have a big impact on your pet's quality of life. And as their guardian, you play a key role in that journey. Now tell us in the comments. Do you have the habit of free feeding your dog? Have you tried changing it? What was your experience like? We'd love to hear your story. And who knows, it might help other pet parents too. If you found this content helpful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who love taking good care of their pets. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.